if you want to know the correct how to fry, and stand up one plate, and you touch, all bowl and fry. And next,